Hi, maybe you're joining me today from one of the states that's doing the shelter in place. We're in the Chicagoland area, so we are starting tonight at 5 o'clock. When this is posted, we'll probably already be in that. Or maybe you're just self-quarantining. This is a great workout to do at home. I love this workout. This is actually one of my favorite workouts. It's almost like a HIIT, but it doesn't feel quite as bad as a regular HIIT, at least the ones that I do. It's an every minute on the minute, which means every minute we'll do a set of exercises, 3 different sets, and each set is going to have 3 exercises. I'll walk you through each set so you won't be confused. So the last exercise I am going to use a weight with. If you don't have weights, real quickly I'll show you. You can use a can of tomato sauce, you could use just a can of soup, or you could be inventive and find some things around the house. Like I found these book ends upstairs. If you put them together and are careful, they're pretty weighty. They would be perfect for like the front and lateral raises we're going to do a little bit later. But cans of soup, something like that would work as well. Just walk around your house, see if you can find something that's a little bit heavy that you could do the things with. All right, we're going to start quickly with just a quick cardio to get your heart rate going. We'll just start with a couple jumping jacks. I would really suggest turning on your music right now. It's going to be HIIT, and I'm going to be out of breath, and you're not going to want to listen to me. So just try to find your own music. I can't turn on music here, so I'm going to let you pick your own. I'll count the timer down for you so you'll be able to tell what you're doing. We're just going to warm those legs up a hair. Let's just stretch those out with some good mornings. The first set is going to be 10 burpees, 25 air squats, the second exercise. And the third exercise is going to be 7 one-arm snatches on each side. A one-arm snatch, if you have a weight, I'm going to squat down, lift up, pull up at that elbow above, and straighten the arm. Down, up. If you have shoulder issues or it bothers you, you just do a clean and press. It's fine. It's just getting that weight up above your head, okay? That's the only one that you'll want to do if you have a can or something. If you don't have anything, just doing it, keeping a decent pace will get your heart rate up. Lifting that hand up above your head. All right, we're going to start with, and then after this we'll do like a quick core, just a quick core. The workout itself should take about 30 minutes. The core is about 5 minutes, probably not even, and then I'll stretch you out. All right, so when this counts down and it says, I'll say 3, 2, 1, you're gonna do 10 burpees as quickly as you can, get those done, and you get the rest of the minute to wait. The faster you do the exercise, the longer break you get, which is what I like. But if it takes you a little bit longer and you don't get done until the halfway mark, I would stop at the halfway mark. So say you only get 8 burpees in the first time, totally fine. Just stop at 30 seconds because it's important to have a 30-second break before the next, okay? All right, we've been doing a lot of burpees this week, but it's kind of hard. And these are not, you don't have to go burpees all the way chest to the ground, just hands on the ground, kick out and back up, okay? All right, so we're gonna get started with this quick. If you need more of a warm-up, go ahead and do that. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
We're going to start with those burpees. Try not to let those hips drop. I think that's it. I'm going to do an extra one just in case. I was talking, I think I lost count. When you're doing burpees, try to make sure you don't let your back hyperextend.
That's halfway.
You want to keep that, she's at halfway. If you're still doing burpees, stop. You want to make sure when you kick back, sometimes people kick back and they let their hips drop. Don't do that, okay? Next one we're going to do is 25 air squats. Use your hamstrings to pull you down fast. This is about speed here, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. Fast. I'm not counting for you because I don't want to mess you up. On that one, I think about using my hammies to pull me down and not just taking my time and driving back up. It's kind of a dynamic squat. I'm pulling myself down, pushing myself up, trying to go as fast as I can. If you're not done with that, stop, okay? The next one we're gonna do is those snatches. 7 on each arm. So get ready. We're gonna squat and drop that weight down. Pull with your elbow going up. If not, you're gonna pull it like this and lift up. All right, 1. 7 on each side. Keep that core tight. Try to keep that core nice and tight. I think that's right. It's hard for me not to count out loud. That's halfway. If you're not done with that, stop. Next time she comes back around, we're gonna do those burpees again. We're starting on the second set. We're gonna do that 3 times. So we've got 2 more sets of these. Have 15 seconds left. 15 seconds till we start again. Get yourself ready thinking about those burpees. Remember, keep your core nice and tight on the way down. Don't let those hips sag. 2, 1. Okay. Try to catch your breath, get your breathing. I should turn this baby on.
That's
Halfway. If you have not, I'll just put it on other, see where my heart rate's at. I'd love if you guys send me a note. Let me know if you kept your heart rate up in zone. For HIIT, higher zone, above 80% probably. Okay, air squats. My feet are facing outward a little bit, and I'm thinking about driving down.
exercise
25. 1. My family was going to do this with me, my husband. I wonder why he decided not to. All right. Halfway. If you're at halfway, just stop. If you're still working on those air squats, next thing's going to be those 1-arm snatches. 7 each side. Remember, if you need to do like a curl to a press, that's totally fine. If you have no weight at all, totally fine. Remember when you do squats, trying to keep those knees solid. Don't let them buckle in at any point, okay? I'm going to keep those knees always going the same direction as those toes. So we're going to start just like this. If you're pushing up, if you're doing it like a snatch, I definitely lost count there. I think I'm doing an extra one. All right, that's halfway. Take a break if you need to. Last set of burpees. Check them off the list. Last time you have to do that. After this, when we finish this last set, everything you're doing is the last time you're doing it. Take a little bit of a breather. I'll explain the next set. So get a little bit of a break in between. 10 seconds left before those last burpees. I'm used to telling people what to do. I'm watching them do it separately. So I get winded whenever I talk and work out. All right. Finishing up those burpees. You're done with burpees. You're almost to the halfway. Halfway. If you aren't done, just stop. And do those air squats. Last set, 25. Remember, like I said, when we do squats, always want to keep your knees going the same direction as your toes. Not over your toes, but same direction. I don't want my toes here and my knees heading there. Okay? Same direction. So get ready. Almost ready for the air squats. 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Okay, finish that up. I'll tell you when you're halfway. Almost to halfway. 2, 1 at halfway. Get your breath here. Last one in this set. Your heart rate should be high. Hopefully. Mine's pretty high. I'm debating on my weight, sorry. I'm gonna go off my weight a little bit this time. It is kind of handy to have some dumbbells around. Slide them under your bed. Just smaller dumbbells even. 2, 1. Usually we find that like whatever your bicep curl weight is, and then maybe your lateral raise weight, that one is kind of convenient to keep. So like right now, I think Amazon, they're sold out. But after this, you might want to think about like picking them up when they're on sale. I think I got that right. Try to count with my fingers. But keeping dumbbells around, just even two sets, convenient to have. You can use those, you can double the 2 weights up and use them for goblet squats. You can do a lot with them. Reverse lunges. Really, you don't need a whole gym. Think about what you use at the gym a lot, especially if you're a free weight person. You probably don't use that many. So almost to the end of that minute. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we finished up set 1. Get a drink. Great job. Check your heart rate if you have a chance to check your heart rate. You know, like I said, you take your age and take that number minus 220. That'll give you a good idea of the top end of your heart rate. Your 100% wouldn't be below that number, but probably at the high side of, above 80% of that number, keeping it in that HIIT range. Mountain climbers, 50 to 60 mountain climbers. I'm gonna do 60, but you know, when we do mountain climbers, trying to make sure that my shoulders are above my wrists, and then try not to tap on the way in. What we find happens a lot of times is when people tap, they hyperextend their back. You're just driving up, plus it makes you a little slower. You're just driving up, okay? Then that's gonna be with a reverse lunge hop. We're gonna reverse lunge. Try to make it a lunge and a hop. Get some air. What happens sometimes is people do this. You can do this if you feel like you're really taxed, but if you wanna challenge yourself, try to get down into that lunge. If you're really already taxed and you're like, holy cow, this is not gonna happen, you can do a reverse lunge and a toe kick. That works for sure. The other one is going to be a squat and press with both hands. So I'm just gonna hold this between my legs. I'm gonna squat, bring it up to like a bicep curl and press. Doing it quickly, I'm gonna hold it here and kind of open it up. Down, press, down, press, okay? And that was it. That was that third one for the third set, okay? So, mountain climbers, reverse lunge hop, and a squat press. Mountain climbers, 50 to 60. Reverse lunge hop, 8 each leg. And the squat and press, 10. I'll remind you of the numbers, okay? So we'll get ready.
Exercise 1.
Let me get down here so I'm ready. to start. Ready? 50 to 60 mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
I think I keep losing count. Reverse lunge hops. So we're going to, if you haven't finished them, stop now. That's halfway. We're gonna do those reverse lunge hops. Come back and hop up. 8 each leg. Think about dropping that leg back in the back. Catch your breath. Hopefully you guys have on music. You're gonna be really sorry if you don't. It's hard for me to work out with no music. All right. We're gonna get ready here. 3, 2, 1. Back. Try to get some air. Switch sides. I move with this one. It's hard for me not to count out loud too. So I keep miscounting. I don't want to screw you guys up. Okay, if you're not done, stop. We're gonna do that squat with the press. It's not keeping mine. All right, so get ready. Squat with the press. Pretty speedy. 10 is your number. One weight, or no weights, just using your arms. 1.
Exercise 1.
Try to keep that chest up. I think that's it. Sorry if I'm miscounting these and you guys are counting mine. It's hard for me not to count out loud. All right, we're gonna go back to those mountain climbers. You're halfway, so stop if you're not done. We're gonna go back to those mountain climbers. Try not to let the hips sag on those. Keep your core tight. Really think about trying to drive those knees, use those hip flexors to pull those knees up and be speedy with it, okay? Try to get those wrists under your shoulders. 2, 1, start. All right, keep going, driving those knees.
That's halfway.
Halfway. Get your breath. And I have one more set of those. We're gonna do that reverse lunge. 8 on each leg. Get a nice long break here. Try to get your breathing back in order. Think about a tight core.
3,
2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Oh, Miss Air.
That's halfway.
Stop if you need to. We're gonna do those both hands. Be a squat and a press. If you have soups, you can have one in each hand. Catch your breath. This is when your heart rate should be staying up pretty good. Pause me at any time if you need to, though. And start. Try to keep that chest up. Almost there. Oops. One more set. One more set of the mountain climbers. Then you're done. So catch your breath. You guys can hear me breathing, so you know. Don't feel bad if you're breathing heavy. If you're not breathing heavy, good for you. Get ready. We're almost there. 2, 1, and start.
Exercise 1.
Last one, 50 to 60. Woo! Last set of those. That was good. Get those done with. Reverse lunge hops.
That's halfway.
Remember, you can do the kick. Oh, that's halfway. If you're not done yet, just stop. The reverse lunge hops. Or you can do a toe kick and touch. Or just straight reverse lunges if you need to. Take it down a notch. My heart rate's high. But it could be also me talking while working out. Usually I'm not talking while I work out. Reverse lunge hops. And start. Nice. Get some air into that foot. Those are all done. Wipe them off. Halfway. Last one, we're going to do those squat with the press. Remember, think about not pushing down like this. Sometimes people lean forward. So get your feet where you feel comfortable with this. And get ready. 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Ten. Oops, sorry. That was me. Didn't mean to screw you up. Almost there. And done, if you're not. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn it off right now. Okay, get a drink. Actually, I'm going to grab a drink too. Okay. A little water over there. Okay. I'm gonna get a quick water. All right, last set, climbing ladders. Climbing ladders are really just high knees that you get your arms involved with. So, high knees, arms. It's not really like climbing a ladder. For me, it's not. It's more of a motion like this. 50 to 60 of those. 3 pulse squat jumps. If you want to add a heel click in there, that'll probably just get your squat jump up higher. But my feet, same thing. I'm thinking about keeping those knees going the same direction as the toes, not letting them collapse in. Booty goes back, I'm gonna count down 1, 2, 3, hop up. When I come down, I want those knees to immediately go soft and go right back down to that squat. I don't wanna jump and stop and then squat. It's a fluid motion. I come from low, up, down, straight back down. That'll save those knees. 10 of those. And front lateral raises, you will love this. Especially if you have a can of soup. You're holding your weights here. You're raising out to the front. When I do that, I really have to engage those glutes. The minute I want to lift to the front, my back wants to hyperextend. I have to squeeze those glutes to keep my back from hyperextending. So engage those glutes. We're going to do 14 total. So it's going to be 1, come out to the side, 2, to the front. We're going to stop right up parallel, okay? We're not going to take it up above, all right? So we're going to hit your shoulders a little bit today. Your heart rate should already be up. Actually, mine still hasn't come down, so it should be up enough that it'll keep the heart rate up during those front and lateral raises. Alrighty, so we're going to start with climbing ladders, 50 to 60. I'm going to shoot for 60. You can shoot for whatever you need to shoot for, and then at 30 seconds, I'll let you know, okay? So, 3, 2, 1. Remember, they're like high knees. I think that was 60. Oh, okay. I need to put that in. 3 pulse squat jumps. Halfway. So if you're still doing those, stop. Catch your breath. I feel like this set is not nearly as bad as the other ones. But your heart is elevated from those first 2. So you should not have to work as hard to keep it elevated this set. Nice long break here. Remember, we're going to go 3 pulses down, up, right back down. Don't stop and try to go down slow. 3, 2, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, up. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 5. 9, I think. 10. I'll do an extra one just in case. All right. We're going to do front and lateral raises. This is going to be a lighter weight probably, or your cans of soup. Perfect. Remember, when you're doing these, always keep your glutes engaged. If you have your glutes squeezed, you can't hyperextend your back. It's pretty physically impossible. So think about squeezing your glutes. You'll keep your back in a nice position for that. Okay, 14 of these.
1. Exercise 1.
Each one counts. 4, 5, each way counts. Last set's a kicker for me. All right. You're at halfway. We have 30 seconds to get ready for the next set again. You only have 2 more sets and you're done with the cardio part. Check your heart rate if you guys have one. Let me know where your heart rate stayed. This generally keeps my heart rate pretty high. What I like is I get to stand around for a pretty decent amount of time. We have about 10 seconds left. We're gonna start with those climbing ladders, 50 to 60.
3,
2, 1.
rest.
I think that's it. Catch your breath here. I have 1 more set of those. Halfway. Remember the 3 count squat jumps, we're doing 10 of those. You can just jump, you don't have to click your heels. If you need to, your heart rate's up too much, you can just do the 3 pulse, stand up, and go right back down. Don't do the hop. Eliminate the hop and just stand, and then pulse down. 10 is our number. These you can probably just do with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, 7, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10. All right. And break if you're halfway. Front and laterals are next. Remember, you're counting each way. 1, 2, 3, 14 is your number. Get a little bit of a break here. Last time we do these will be, the next time we do these will be our last time. 3 minutes and you'll be done with cardio.
3,
2, 1.
rest.
Squeeze those glutes. I'm used to doing 12. Last 2 are kicking my butt. All right. 14 of those.
That's halfway.
Stop. Last set. So everything we do here is it. You get to mark it off the list. 50 to 60, climbing ladders. Catch your breath. Get yourself ready. The climbing ladders is the hardest thing. You're almost done with all the hard stuff. The rest of it's not too bad. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Try to get your breathing back in order. Catch your breath.
That's halfway.
Halfway. I'm getting another drink. You got plenty of time. You got 20 seconds left. Done with climbing ladders. 3 pulse squat jumps. Almost done with those. We have 10 of those. We can pretty much do those together. Remember, like I said, just stand if you need to just stand. Eliminate the jump if you need to. 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Front laterals. Almost done.
That's halfway.
Halfway, if you didn't do it with us. Finish up with those front and laterals. Depending upon the weight you use, this may or may not be a challenge. All right. We're getting ready. Squeeze the glutes.
3,
Tuck those shoulder blades back in their pockets.
exercise 1.
Get strong here. Dig deep. Last 2 for me. All right. Finish those up. I'm gonna grab a mat while you guys finish that. And we will do some core, and then I will do some a little bit of stretching with you at the end, mostly legs. Some people feel like this makes their legs pretty sore. So our core, we're gonna start with a glute bridge, strengthen up those back muscles. I'm gonna hold my knees together and lift up into that glute bridge. Keeping those knees together, I'm just gonna straighten each leg out. Try to get those feet kind of underneath your, under your knees. We're gonna do 30 seconds of each one of these exercises. All right. Wait, I can't see this one, sorry. The other one I can see. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lift up into that glute bridge, lifting it out, keeping those knees together. Control. If at any point here you're not ready to move on, you go ahead and stop and come back to me whenever you feel like you're ready. Thinking about keeping those knees up, keeping those glutes up, keep those shoulders pushed down into the ground. 1. I stepped on my shoelace. Now, if you have a can, a jar, whatever you have, we're gonna do what's kind of like a tabletop. So my feet, my legs can be bent. My legs are gonna come down and tap the ground. As my legs come down, this is going to go straight arm. Don't bend it. You won't feel anything if you bend it. I want those arms to stay straight, and you're reaching straight back behind your head. You want to really think about that extension there. That's where you'll start to feel it. The heavier weight, you'll feel it a little bit more. Same thing, straight arms, coming straight back by my head and together. Okay? If you feel that in your low back, do one leg at a time. 3, 2, 1. And I'll show you. If you feel it in your low back, just do one leg together. Keeping that leg up should keep your back pushed into the ground. If you're still feeling it, do it with no weight, okay? You can keep those legs bent. You should really feel it as you lift that weight behind your head. It should be a pretty good, woo. Squeeze those abs. 2, 1. Good, that's one of my favorites now. I think everybody's tired of seeing that one with me. That works out with us. Okay, the next one. We're gonna do our plank. My hands are facing downward. Make sure that my hips aren't sagging. My palms are facing downward. And I'm going to tap straight out. Okay, so I'll get into that plank position. My neck is neutral, so I'm looking right here, not looking up. That's gonna put tension in my neck. And I'm just tapping, trying to keep my butt stable, okay? She's gonna count us down. Almost ready. Get down in that position. 3, 2, 1. Now we're tapping out, trying not to move the butt. Keep your butt as stable as you can. And the more tired you are, the more you're gonna wanna move. Really think about keeping everything tight. You're halfway there. If you need to just hold the plank, hold the plank. Really keep that core tight, tight, tight. Keep that butt from moving. You don't want to move like this. Tight, 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 tight.
3, 2, 1.
Break.
Rest.
Okay. We're going to go, it's almost like a Russian twist. So for my heels are dug into the ground, put my palms up in front of me, and I'm going to keep that back straight. I'm going to recline back as much as I can, and I'm tapping back behind. The key to it is keeping that back straight. The minute I go like this, my core is no longer engaged, and I don't feel anything. Really have to think about straight back, back, and keeping this. You'll feel it in your hip flexors too. Okay, so get ready. Straight back, arms in front, lean back, tap back. Tap back, keep that back straight. and lean back as much as you can, keeping the back straight. Back has to stay straight. Look back, rotating. About 10 seconds left. You should be feeling it more than you thought you would.
3, 2, 1.
All right, that's a lot in the hip flexors too, that area. Okay, we'll give that area a break for 1 second. We're gonna do bird dog. You're gonna be on all fours. I like to tap like this. Some people like to bring it like this. I feel like I hunch too much, so I tap here. I'm taking that hand out to neutral, extending that leg out. We're gonna do one side until halfway, then we'll switch sides, and I'll tell you when that is. And then we'll finish with another one of my favorites. Get ready, 3, 2, 1.
Exercise.
Stay on this one side, hand to neutral. Nice pause at the top. Almost to halfway. Switch. Keep everything nice and straight. Strengthening up that back.
3, 2, 1.
Break. All right, last one. I like this one a lot. Okay. You're going to push those elbows into your knees. The first level would be just to try to push those elbows into your knees as much as you can. Second level is to add a rock. When I rock, I don't allow the elbows to come off from the knees. If your elbows are coming off from your knees and separating, stop and just try to push those into the knees. Or slow your rocking down so that you're able to keep, the key to it is the elbows have to stay touching those knees. That's engaging all of your core muscles, okay? Really critical point. Make sure that the elbows are touching your knees. 2, 1, and start.
Exercise 1.
I keep my feet together. If you want to keep your knees together, you can too. But just make sure that those elbows are touching those knees at all times. Should really start to feel it here soon. About 10 seconds left. You're almost done. This is the last one. Then we're going to stretch out.
3,
2, 1. Nice job. Good job. Good job. That was not easy to do, but it feels good to burn some of those calories, but also burn some of that anxiety. Megan and I always say that working out is half physical and half mental. And I do think it helps with stress and anxiety. It really does. I know a lot of people who, if they miss their workouts, they feel much more anxious. A workout like this is really, really hard in the moment, but once you're done, you feel so much better. All right, we're gonna stretch out a little bit. So tighten up that glute on the down leg as tight as you can get this muscle, and we're gonna lean forward. You should feel that right in the front of the hip flexor. The more you squeeze, the more you'll feel that in the hip flexor. Release that, step out a little bit more, and really lean out into that. You can sit back, we're gonna come back. Heel's gonna go down, toe's gonna go up. I'm gonna pull those shoulders back and get a nice straight back and lean forward. I'm not rounding over like that. Straight back and lean forward. You should feel that down in the back of that hamstring, going up that glute, a little bit in the back. Now, that left leg is out. We're gonna pull that leg in and sink back into that and lean over that leg. This always feels so good. And we'll walk over to the center. It's good to stretch out afterwards. It's important. I always say that is just as important as working out because it keeps your muscles flexible. We're gonna swing that back leg around. And flexibility and mobility, probably, pull that towards you, are every bit as important as strength in keeping you healthy. Keep that pull back towards you. You should feel that down in that glute. You just use that a little bit. Now, this leg's already up. We're gonna stick it out in front, pull this other leg back. Tighten up the glute on this leg now and lean forward. The more you tighten up, the more you'll feel that. We're looking for those hip flexors. Release that, step out, and sink down again. As we sit at work, these hip flexors get very, very, very tight and they shorten. And that is why a lot of times, sometimes people have back pain. Come back, heel down, toe up, lean forward, especially for the psoas muscle. But it's a hip flexor, and when it gets short, and then we stand up and we're lengthening it, it puts pressure in the back. Pull this leg in and sink down into that. And lean over that leg. We'll walk that hand to the center. And take it to the outside. We have a stretching video on the blog if you are interested in that. We also are posting 30 workouts that are perfect for this time during the self-quarantining or the shelter in place. There are 30 workouts that require no right leg out. Left leg's gonna go on top. Push that leg down slightly. They are workouts that require no equipment or equipment you can make at your house, like with 5-gallon jug, towel. Meg's got a bunch of workouts that are really good with that. We're gonna pull this leg up, flex this foot back, sit up nice and straight, keep that back as straight as you can. Again, we don't wanna round forward, straight back, and move that in. You should really feel that in that hip. So that we are posting today, hopefully. That will already be up. So if you go to our blog, that should be the first one up. If you have a kettlebell, we have 6 really great kettlebell workouts. They hit legs. They're all different kinds. The killer kettlebell workout, that one leaves me more sore probably than almost any other leg workout. And it is just one kettlebell. It's the craziest thing. Flex that top foot, back straight, push that hip in. That's on that kettlebell one. I think Meg's gonna be posting some workouts this week that you can do. She's doing them with her daughter. You can just do them at home. So they're really good ones. Let's lay down. Let's cross the right leg over and let's pull that back towards you. So we have a lot of workouts that you can do at home with no equipment. I think there's 30 of them. There's 30 of them plus the new ones that Meg's gonna post. Foot down, let that knee fall to the side and reach out. If you wanna walk that right hand up a little bit, you'll feel a nice stretch in the front of that shoulder. We use that shoulder a good bit. Now take this leg and switch it over to the other side. That'll get that psoas muscle. Put that right foot in the ground. The left foot's gonna go on top. You're gonna reach underneath if you can and pull that back towards you. If you need to pull from the back of the muscle, you can do that. But I kinda like to reach my hand through. Put that foot to the ground, let that knee fall across, over. We're gonna reach the left arm out now. Walk that left arm up a little bit. You'll feel that in the front of that shoulder. You should be feeling a little bit better now. We're gonna take that leg and go across, and now you're thinking, oh, that workout wasn't that bad. It's always that way. All right, sit up, and we'll just reach that arm across, stretch that shoulder out a little bit. From the inside, pull that shoulder down and lean away, and switch sides. Inside, pull that shoulder down and lean away. Great job. Hope you enjoyed that, and keep an eye out for the quarantine workouts and the workouts that Meg's gonna post this week. All right, see you later.